Okay, so before this video start, I have a little disclaimer. So I have these three little babies. This is Louie, this is Honey, and then Sugar. So if you hear any little footsteps, bark, growls, or whatever the case may be during this video, it's because of these three. Most likely Sugar is going to be chilling on the bed, and then most likely these two are going to be fighting. So I just wanted to let you guys know ahead of time before you hear all the rowdiness in the backyard, not backyard, but in the background. But we're gonna go ahead and get right into this video. If you guys don't know, Louie is Sugar's son. I'm just watching him for a few hours while his mommy goes to an appointment. But yeah, so he's with us today, and I happen to be recording this video, and they're in the background just being noisy. But anyways, so as always, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be here talking to you guys about the business part of being a nail tech. So I have quite a few different notes that I jotted down, just a little research that I did. But a little bit about my business is I've been doing nails for 8 years now. I started in 2011, I believe. So it's been about 8 years now. And everything for me, started, I literally started from the very bottom, and that's kind of something, or the reason why I wanted to make this video as well, not only to inform you guys about what it takes to have your own business, but also because a lot of people think that, oh, like Natalie, she's doing good with her business, she has this and that, so for me to do good I have to have this and that, and that's definitely not how it works. I have posted videos, or not videos, but pictures before of what my nail area looked like before. I changed so much that it's like an upgrade to where I'm at now, and I'm sure one day I'm gonna upgrade again. But you have to start from the bottom in order to work your way up to something better. But you just have to give it time. I think that's a mistake that a lot of people are making right now going into the nail industry. They want to go in spending thousands of dollars, where when I first started I was buying dollar nail polishes. I was using the nail drill from the nail supply, not from the nail supply store, literally from Dollar General. I was using all the cheap things, and then as I started doing people's nails and as I started making money from them, I was using that money to buy little better products and a gel polish here and there. And actually I didn't start buying gel polish until like literally maybe the year that I started my YouTube channel. That's when I actually started using gel polish. But before that I was using regular nail polish, and when I did start using gel polish, I was using what is it called, Elite 99. Those are like $1 gel polishes, and they worked good for me. But as time went on, I started making more money. With that money I started buying better products, and then you guys know that I started my YouTube channel about 2 or 3 years ago. So when that happened, companies started sending me products, and that's how I have a lot of what I have now. So don't think that because you watch my videos and I'm using, and I have my Valentino nail table, or I have, the Madam Glam gel polishes, just because I have that, it doesn't mean that that's what it takes for you to be good at doing nails. You can use whatever gel polishes and still be able to achieve the same look, and still be able to make them last with whatever brand you use. That's just what I prefer to use. But I feel like I had to just let you guys know that, because I don't want you guys just going broke over trying to, hopefully it's coming off the right way, but just like, I feel like a lot of people are spending a lot of money because they see me with those things. But just start where you can. If you can't afford, the Madam Glam gel polishes, the D&D gel polishes, start somewhere cheaper. I know McCart sells the gel polish kits. You can find cheaper gel polishes on Amazon. It's a lot of other products that you can start off using, especially because as a beginner, the nails are gonna pop off. Your nails are most likely going to break, but that's just a part of learning. Just like I have people messaging me all the time and saying like, how can I prevent lifting? It's to the point where I want to give up. And trust me, I was there once upon a time where I wanted to give up. I felt like my nails were not good enough. I felt like it was embarrassing that the nails were not lasting. But that's just a part of learning, and it's a stage that you have to go through as well to get to where you want to be. This is not something that you can just do a set one time and be be good at it. It literally takes like practice. I honestly can tell you guys that up until I think a little bit before I started my YouTube channel, I was using the OPI acrylic, and I was getting lifting with that. It wasn't until I switched over to my Mia Secret that I like completely was able to prevent my lifting. So you know, it could be a number of things, whether it's your products, whether it's you're not prepping the nails correctly, whether you're not filing around the cuticle area correctly. But you know, it's not like I can just tell you like, hey, if you do this, you're not going to get any lifting. It's a number of things that it could be, but it's, you guys know that it's the same steps over and over and over again. It's just a matter of doing it over and over and over and over again to get better. But anyways, I don't want to just be rambling all over the place. I want to stick to the subject, which is business, but I wanted to make sure that I got that out of the way before, you know, I tell you guys what I'm here to talk to you guys about. So when you're starting your business, for one, you know, if you want to start doing other people's nails, you're gonna have to go to school, and you have two options, whether it's nail school, which is some people call it manicure school, nail tech school, you know, whatever it is, but they offer two different programs, whether it's the cosmetology or nails. You can do nails with your cosmetology license. You could also do hair, makeup. You can do everything with your cosmetology license, which is what I have. If you just strictly want to stick to nails, then you can just get your nail tech license. But the only thing about that is that a lot of schools don't offer nail tech school, or just like your nail, what do they call it, your manicure license. They don't just offer that. So a lot of the time you have to go ahead and just do your cosmetology license, which is what I have to do. At the time when I got my license, or when I was going into school, not a lot of schools offered the nail program, which is why I ended up having to do the cosmetology one. But since I did the cosmetology program in high school, I already had hours. What's wrong, baby? I already had hours from my high school, which if I would have went into like a nail program, my hours wouldn't have transferred over. And then also I knew that I wanted to do my instructor's license, so I needed to have my cosmetology license in order to get my cosmetology instructor's license. Sorry y'all, Louis is wanting to get up here, but hopefully that made sense. But again, you have two options: your nail tech, to be a nail tech, or to be a cosmetologist. And with your cosmetology license, you can do nails as well, which is what I do. I just wanted to make sure I clarify that. So after you get your license, the next thing would be to basically, you know, you're gonna have three options after school. You can go into a shop and you can do commission, or you can do booth rent, or you can have your own business. I honestly, what's wrong, Louis? I honestly recommend that if you're fresh out of school, that maybe you get into a shop, you know, in your area to get some experience, you know, get to just practice on people, and just be there for say 6 months to a year, you know, just gain that experience, get to know people, you know, let them teach you something that, you know, you probably didn't know. But a lot of the time it is hard to try to get into a salon, just because, as you guys know, especially like the Asian salons, they kind of stick with, a lot of the time they're family businesses, so they kind of stick with, you know, just working with their family. But there's also, you know, plenty of other salons, I'm sure, that just offer, whether it's hair, nails, makeup, you know, they kind of have a little bit of everything, and they, you know, might be hiring a nail tech. So it doesn't hurt to kind of go around your area to different salons, Louis, to go to different salons and kind of, you know, do your research and see if there's someone that's hiring, so you can get that experience. Because when you go into a shop, if you do commission, a lot of the time they do like, I don't know what the average is, to be honest, but some salons do like 50% commission. So when you do commission, it's like, say your service was, say somebody came in for a pedicure and the pedicure was $30. Well, you get $15 and the shop gets $15. The commission does vary for every salon, every state, you know, every city. It varies everywhere. This is just, my 50% is just research that I did. I'm not sure, I don't even know what the commission rate is for here in Arkansas, but that was just what I found online, that the average commission rate was 50%. When you do booth rent, or let me go back to commission. So with commission, a lot of the time when you do commission, they provide all of your products. So, you know, like your nail polish, like your acrylic, they you know, provide everything. So that's kind of the benefit, or not the benefit, but you know, the good thing about doing commission is that you don't have to worry about buying your products and, you know, buying this and that. They provide all of that for you, which is why you only get 50% of that commission. Now, if you do booth rent, which you basically rent, you know, a chair in a salon or a table at a salon, that I know here it's a place not too far from me that does like a little basically you rent out like a little tiny room and it's like your own little shop, and I think there they charge like $250 a week, which to me it's a lot because that's like almost $800 a month. Yeah, that's like $800 a month, a little bit over $800. So when you do that, you have to make sure that you have your clientele, that you're gonna stay booked, because in that case, it's like it don't matter if you didn't get any clients that week, you still have to pay your booth rent. It don't matter if you know your booth rent is $250 a week and you only made $250 that week. You have to pay that booth rent. So that's kind of the, you know, downside about that. Yes, you have your own private area, which is, you know, good for some people that, you know, just want to be by themselves, that don't really too much care about working with other people, but you have to pay that booth rent. When you do your clients, you do get to, of course, keep all of your money, but at the end of the week or the month, you know, some people do it weekly, some people do it monthly. It might be some people that do it every 2 weeks, but you have to pay that rent. So I would suggest that if you want to do a booth rent, that you make sure that you have plenty of clients, that you know you're going to be booked up. That way, you know, at the end of the month, you make a good amount of money, you know, aside from your booth rent. So make sure you pay your booth rent, and then that you still made a profit, you know, from after you pay your booth rent. The other thing is to just have your own business, and that's you know, renting a building, or, you know, whether you're doing a home-based business or a mobile business. There's plenty of options out there for you. So again, the 3 options after school is doing a commission base, which would be you working in the salon; booth rent, which is you also working in the salon, but, you know, they rent you that table and you provide your own products; and then having your own spot. Now, honestly, for me, when I first started doing nails, I did think about, you know, having my own salon. Like, that was my goal, just having a big salon. But as the years went by, I did end up changing my mind. But I think now, if I was to do it, I would definitely have more people working in the salon. That way, like, say your rent for the building is $800. You can have, you know, 2 girls, or not 2, but say 4 girls in there doing nails or even hair or makeup. Like, you can hire, you know, different people to come work in your shop, and then that money that they pay you for their booth rent is what you can use for the rent, and then you still make, you know, your money from whatever services you do. So you could also do that. That is a big step and a, you know, huge commitment, but, you know, that's another option. However, when you do a home-based business, you do have to make sure that you abide by the law as far as, like, you know, where your salon is at, because I know for me, like, I'm out of the city limits, so out here we can do whatever we want to do. Of course, you still have to have your, you know, license and all that stuff, but as far as the location, I'm able to do that. If you live like in the city, where, you know, like, your houses are like, I don't even want to say right next to each other, but a lot of the time when you're inside the city limits, you are not allowed to have a business at your home. So you just have to do your research, you know, look up and see where, like, the zoning, I guess I could say. You could also call your local health department, your cosmetology department of health, and see what the requirements are. I know for me, like, I can just type in like Arkansas cosmetology board or health department, and it'll pop up. So you can do the same for your state. One thing that I also wanted to mention is just, you know, I just wanted to let you guys know the average, how would I say, the average or the percentage of people that work in like salons and that have mobile salons and all that good stuff. So this is just, you know, some things that I found online that I found kind of interesting. So 40% of people that are, whether they're nail techs or cosmetologists, 40% of people work in a full service salon. So that's, you know, if they do nails, makeup, hair, you know, just a little bit of everything. So 42 people work there. 23% of people work in salons that only do nails. 13% of people work in day spas. 12% have a home salon. 5% have mobile salons, which I know in Arkansas they just started allowing the mobile salons not too long ago. That's probably something that I would want to look into, but I think I looked into it once, but I kind of, you know, wasn't really paying attention to it, but I definitely would want to like look into that. 5% of people work in tanning salons that offer nail services, and then 1% work in hotels or health club, like nursing homes. And yeah, so as you can see, not only do you have the option to like work in just a regular salon, as you guys seen, they have full service salons, just regular nail shops, day spas, home salon, mobile home, tanning salons. So you have plenty of options. So don't think because you you know, have a nail license or a cosmetology license that you have to stick to a salon. I know it was really interesting for me. I've thought about working in like a prison where they offer cosmetology classes, because I just thought that it would be pretty neat and different. So I've definitely looked into that like a couple years ago, because I just thought it would be, I don't know, I just thought it would be different. Yeah, I feel like I have a hair like underneath my nose, but anyways, you know, you have a lot of options when it comes to cosmetology. You can do like private, you know, there's people that do makeup and nails for celebrities, so it's a big, you know, industry. Nails, hair, makeup, all of that is huge right now, so you have plenty of options. But as far as for me, the steps that I had to take was of course to get my license. As you guys know, I have my cosmetology license and just recently got my instructor's license. You also have to gain experience. So as you guys know, when I was done with school, sorry, it's like a whole bunch of lint just flying around, but when I was done with school, I was practicing on my little sisters, on my friends, and then those friends told their cousins, their aunts, their whoever, their mom, and then I started, you know, working on them. And that's kind of how I started, you know, doing nails. You know, it was literally just word of mouth. They seen that my nails look good, so they would, you know, tell the other people, and they would tell that people, and that's kind of just how I got started. I know a lot of people are always like, how did you get your clientele? How did you get so many people? And that's literally how it happened. Of course, I used to post my work, and you know, I used to try to advertise myself on Facebook, posting pictures, which it, like right now, social media is bigger than it's ever been. So I do highly recommend that if you don't have a Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, that you definitely get one so you can advertise your business. Another thing is just basically finding your niche, whether it's, you know, if you want to do commission, if you want to do booth rent, if you want to do your own business, if you want to do, you know, whatever the case may be, you have to choose where you want to work at. Your other thing is just the legal stuff. Of course, you have to get your EIN number, which is your tax ID number, so you can file taxes. You have to get your, like for me, I have my LLC, and that's just something that you have to kind of talk to an accountant about, to see what's best for you as far as your business, all of that. Honestly, all of those things like get really confusing for me. I don't want to get too deep into that, because even for me, I don't want to say it's intimidating, but yeah, I'm not going to say it's intimidating, but it's just a scary thing. You know, the IRS and all that stuff. It's a scary subject, so you should... Oh, my TV just turned on. Okay, sorry, but yeah, so like when it comes to the tax information and all that stuff, I definitely recommend that you speak to a professional about that. That way they give you all of the information that you need. Another thing is the health and safety. Again, you want to make sure that you contact your cosmetology department, or you don't even have to contact them. If you go online, you can find all of the information, everything that they require, whether it's, you know, you have to have a sink in your area, you have to have, you know, not wooden floor but hard floor, not carpet. You have to have good ventilation. You have to have, you know, I don't know, it's like sheets, I mean like a number of sheets that you have to read through to make sure that you have everything that they require. Another thing is just pricing your services, you know, just trying to determine how much you want to charge for your services. One thing that I recommend is basically doing like a competitive price list. Say maybe your local nearby, you know, your nearby salon or just anywhere that you know of, maybe charges $50 for a full set. You can do $45. That way, you know people are always trying to chase a deal, so you know, they're always going to try to look for something that's good, of course, but just a little bit cheaper. That's something that you can do. I do have a video on pricing for myself. It's also on my Instagram, so if you are interested in seeing how much I charge for my services, you could always check them out. But for me, you know, nails is something that I really enjoy doing, so I wanted to make sure that I priced it, you know, somewhere where it's kind of like I'm not going to charge something that I know that I wouldn't pay for my nails. So yes, my prices, even though I raised them not too long ago, they're still pretty low compared to other places. But you have to, you know, take into consideration where you live at. I am in Arkansas, so a lot of things are a lot cheaper here. Of course, if you live in New York, it's people out there charging 100, 150 for nails. So, you know, yes, I wish I could charge that much for my nails, but, you know, based on where I'm at, that's like ridiculous. So, you know, you have to take that into consideration. You don't want to charge too much because then people are not going to come to you, especially if you're just starting out doing nails. You know, you don't want to overcharge. Another thing is just promoting your business. The best way to promote your business is, for one, word of mouth. Again, if you do good work, people are going to want to come to you. People are going to ask about the nails. You know, if they see somebody with your nails on, they're going to be like, oh girl, who did your nails? And then they're going to be quick to say your name. Another thing is you can do the Google places. So you can just go online and register your business. That way, when someone search up, you know, if they go on Google and type up nail salons, your name is going to pop up and, you know, they're going to contact you. One huge way to advertise is social media. Just posting your pictures, you know, posting your work, you know, and just getting it out there is a big way of advertising your work. You can have your friends, your family members share it. You know, make sure that you keep your pages public, so anyone that's interested in getting a nail service, they can just see your work. Because that's the thing, like, even like not so long ago, I was looking for someone to do my eyelashes, and I just went on Instagram and I put hashtag Little Rock lash techs or Little Rock lashes, and you know, I kind of just looked it up like that, and I do that a lot, so I know that people out there do that a lot as well. So when you use Instagram as advertising, you want to make sure that you use your hashtags, whether it is hashtag Arkansas nail techs, hashtag Arkansas nails, hashtag New York, you know, wherever you are, try to use your hashtags. Make sure that you know, advertise within your area, because also just because you post on social media doesn't mean that you're gonna get clients as well. You have to make sure that you target the correct people, because, you know, for me, I'm not gonna sit there and say hashtag Miami nail tech because I don't live in Miami. So if someone contacts me from Miami, like, there's nothing that I can do for you because I'm all the way across, you know, from you. So that's not gonna work. So make sure that you target the correct people. And as you guys know, even like Instagram and Facebook, they offer advertising services where you pay them and they advertise for you. And even with that, you can go really deep into details where they can, like, it's kind of creepy, y'all, but they can like advertise to people that's maybe bought nail polish in, you know, in your area, or searched up you know, nail salon in your area. Kind of like whenever you're looking something up, like say I was searching up a Gucci perfume, like say I was on there on Google searching up perfumes, and then you go on Facebook and you start seeing perfumes. Like, there's a way for them to like get into your business basically, and they're gonna advertise to those people that have been looking for perfumes. They're gonna send those ads to them. That's the same thing that they can do for your business. Whoever's been searching for nails in your area, they're gonna send those ads to them so they can see. So that's when, like, when you see those random ads pop up on your Facebook and you're like, dude, I was just looking that up the other day. That's what they do. You just kind of have to pay for it. I honestly don't know how much it is, but if you pay for advertising, that's also, or that's tax write-off, so they'll write it off on your taxes. Another thing is just networking. You know, you can go to other salons, whether it's a tanning salon. You don't really want to go to like other nail salons because, you know, it's like they see it as competition, and not many people take competition well. But, you know, you could always get together with your friends that do hair, give them a few business cards, or when you're at the store or something, just leave some of your business cards, you know, in their little business card holders. Some places have bulletin boards. You could always put it on there. But you know, like, again, social media is the biggest thing out there right now. Another thing also when starting your business, of course, is, you know, picking your name. You know, you could always, I know for me, I changed my name a lot until I finally got my LLC, and it's like, okay, so we're just gonna keep it at Get Nail 32, and that's what we kept it at. But just pick your name, you know, get your logo made. It's plenty of people out there on Instagram that does logos. I know mine was made by K Designs. I'll be sure to leave her information down below. But you get your logo, get your business cards made, get some flyers made, and you can use that as advertising as well. I know not too long ago I was at a food truck and I had on like a pink shirt from Victoria's Secret, or from Pink, and I had on some Uggs. And I was in line getting some shrimp or something. Yeah, it was some shrimp. And one girl, as I was walking off, she's like, "Excuse me," and I was like, "Who is this?" You know, I thought it was maybe somebody was gonna ask me about nails or something. But she said, "Hey, you know, I seen that you had on a pink shirt and some Uggs. Well, I sell Uggs and, you know, in pink. So if you're interested, you can you know, just look me up on Facebook." And she gave me her business card. And you know, you can always do that when you're out in public. Yes, it's a little intimidating, but you have to just go for it. Like, don't even think about it. Like, literally just go for it. And you know, and just get your name out there. When you're at Walmart, you're checking out, someone compliments your nails, you can say, "Oh, you know what, I do nails," and you give them a business card, you know, with your business. Make sure that your business cards has your number on them, you know, however you want them to contact you, whether it's a link or, you know, your Instagram, however, you know, just tell them like, "Oh, you know, I do nails, so you can contact me on Instagram, you know, to make an appointment, or so you can look at my work." That's a great way to go about it as well. I honestly feel like I kind of was just all over the place. Hopefully, you know, this video has been helpful to anyone. But also, you know, there are different websites and companies that help people start off their business. I know here in Arkansas, like literally at a university, they have like some sort of non-profit place that helps you start up your business. You just kind of tell them like, you know, what you want to do, and they kind of guide you through the process. So you could always look into something like that. For me, I kind of went about it, you know, a different way. Like for me, it was just like I just started doing nails, and I didn't worry about the legal part of it until not too long ago. So I'm not the best person to give you advice about those type of things. But I do recommend that if this is something that you really want to get into, again, you have to follow these steps. Get your license, gain experience, find a niche, which is commission, booth rent, you know, owning your own salon, do all of your legal stuff, which is your tax ID number, your, you know, business license, all of that stuff. Look into the health and safety, which is going to tell you what all they require for your business. Price your services and promote your business. So you're gonna have to follow those steps in order for you to, you know, start up your own business. And again, something that I do want to talk about again is making sure that you start wherever you feel comfortable at. Again, you don't want to go broke trying to you know, start using the same products that other people are using. I'll be sure to leave pictures of what I started with. Like literally when I started doing nails, I was using it wasn't even a nail table, it was a desk, like a regular desk. I had 2 computer chairs. For my table cover, I cut out like some sheets that I had. It was some cheetah print sheets, like literally sheets for your bed. I had those as a table cover. And then I also rolled it up and used it as an armrest. I was using like paint brushes from Walmart, which there's nothing wrong with that, but they're just a little bit bigger. And I was using like the cheapest things out there. So you want to make sure that, again, you do not go broke trying to, you know, start off your business. Make sure that you focus on the foundation of your nails. You want to make sure that the nails will stay on with no lifting before you start adding all the bling. Like, yes, of course, you want the nails to look good, but you want to make sure that the nails are going to stay on. You don't want to use really expensive rhinestones or crystals on their nails and then the nails fall off the next day. You know, it's a waste of your time and your money. So just focus on the foundation before you start, you know, working with really expensive products. I know for me, y'all, I don't even know where I stopped at, but my camera for some reason stopped recording. That's why I hate recording with this. I just like to use my phone because I never have that problem. But hopefully, again, the information that I gave you guys was even, you know, just a little bit helpful. I just wanted to share that with you guys. But if you are really serious about starting your own business, I do suggest that you see a professional, you know, whether it's someone that helps people start up businesses or an accountant. But you know, I just gave you guys a little bit of what I do. So as always, I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at GetNo32. And I'll see you guys next time. And if you have any more questions, you know, just comment down below and let me know. I probably should have did this a Q&A, but I really felt like I just had to, you know, get this video out to you guys as soon as possible because I have had a lot of people asking for it. But yeah, so I'll see you guys next time.